But the umpires are getting action here, so we will be underway virtually right on time here. As we turn around, we get out onto here. So the umpire, Simon, has got the ball. The umpire's coach actually out there. So he looks around and he goes up to it. Here we go, underway here. 2:30 we get underway for the local game. Up they go, ruckman go up. Nobody really gets it. Bass pitches it up. Handballs it out for Willunga. Suck it off the ground through there, quickly there by Elliott for Strathalbyn. Goes back in. Bit of soccering ground going around. Quickly there by Willunga. Goes around and Cameron Hutchins. He goes up. It only goes to the centre and goes up. Out the back quickly there is Colwell. Colwell for Willunga. Pushes it all up. Finds his player in Braden Altus. He puts it over, finds Meagle. Meagle's not a very good kick, goes up, but they control it. Coming out there, turns around. Haskett, try to get it, and Strathalbyn pick the ball up, put it out on the wing clubroom side. Off they go. Marcus Burdett's running on, tracking around, trying to get on front of him. And that one there was Sam George. She goes over the boundary line on the clubroom side.
Burdett didn't look as fast as what he usually is. He's getting older.
Yeah, well, gets every year it gets harder, Kevin. You should know that.
The umpire chucks it in. In it goes, over the back of the pack. It was player pushed out then, was by Bass, but anyway, away they go. Quick hand pass has gone across there to Lachlan Butler. Butler's on the ground, he gets a pass back again, goes across to Willunga to Colwell, and Colwell will get the ball back. It's gone over that far side now. It's gone out there to Braden Alders. If he can pick it up inside the boundary line, which he can't, and the boundary umpire will come along and throw it in. Bit of fast play from one side of the oval to the other one.
Yep.
And the boundary umpire's got hold of it now. Should be a good day for throwing the ball in. There's no real wind to get in the way. In it goes, knocked down by Bass, and Willunga now will put the ball up right out in front of goal, and there's a mark taken
in
down
the back.
There. It's in the back though. He didn't end up taking the mark, and the mark's free kick has gone to Victor. Across it goes out there to Mark Elliott, and Elliott kicks it further down, and again he avoids Bass. Over the back of the pack it comes now. Well, that could be holding the ball out there. It is holding the ball.
Colwell.
And Colwell gets the kick, Trev.
Certainly is. Colwell, true wing, clubroom side. Can't decide where he goes. Short kicks, goes on his player and Meagle. Brett Meagle, handballs off into the centre. Off they go now. Drives the ball up, Willunga. Goes forward, out they come. Straight on the chest there of the Jakey Stanfield. Missing last week, so he must have had a injury that he was onto it. So, and it sort of proved, missing him up there. His target was on there. Haskett tried to stand up, but they struggled all day there, really.
Right behind the player here.
So big Jake Stanfield comes in, drives it up, hangs it, pulls it back. The umpire goes over, turns around, comes back. There she goes.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
Umpire throws it up again. Down it goes. Here's a chance for Willunga to kick it off the ground. It's kicked off the ground down there now. They're going in for it, and no one will get this one away. So, it's kicked out of the pack. Out it goes. Over there, it's a chance for Billy Cook. He got hold of it, he gets it over to his teammate further down the ground, and Willunga now have got the open game going straight down the centre of the ground. Down it goes to centre half forward, coming out with Stanfield again, and he kicks it in, and he's
too short
down there for his teammate to try and make it, but he ended up picking up the ball, and Strathalbyn's got hold of it. And away he goes, and that player there is Tom Redden. And Redden gets it down the ground. Over the back of the pack it goes, and I reckon this might be it's a free kick in the end. This will be interesting to see if they pay this one, too.
Yep, no, it's over the boundary line. Boundary umpire's got him this time. So, young lad comes back over the fence with it, and she's in the forward flank just outside the 50-metre arc now for Strathalbyn's end.
This is a little ricey.
Is it? Oh, he's got his haircut, has he? So up he goes, turns around, goes up, quickly out, comes back down. Forward they go, up and down. One hand goes up, and that's a mark to Strathalbyn right at full forward. So turns around. They will have their first real shot here, and this goes around to Ben Simmons.
He goes away, comes back again.
Yeah, he's done it all his life, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's sort of, from up here, he doesn't look as tall as he normally does. So he's turned around, goes off, in he comes, goes through. Umpire signals all.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
And on to go, so, yeah, like I said, don't know whether it's work or what. But
Umpire tosses the ball back up in the centre again, pushed down. Here's a chance now for Strath to get it away again. They have a go at it there, and that's right. I think they'd had it for a minute then, but it's gone down there, and the mark has been paid out here to Strath. No, it wasn't paid to Willunga. Now they kick it out near the far side. It's a 2-1 out there, and the Strathalbyn
should be our free kick. He rolled under him there.
Rolls under him, lands reasonably heavily on his back down there, but gets up, no problems. And they'll have the shot now there with Strathalbyn kicking down towards the Victor Harbour end, and they get a chance now to put the ball right into the forward line. Which they do, they kick it in short, and the ball's been marked there by Strathalbyn through Lachlan Fox. And you think he'd have to score from there, Trev?
Well, you would think so. Don't know much about Lachlan Fox.
He's only about 20 metres straight out from goal.
Yeah, he's just on that second line, isn't he? So players can't be in for when they kick back in out of from points.
In he comes now, kicking down under the big trees at the back. Has a go at it. They like it. Umpire like.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
Umpire sets it back up again there in Simon.
Nice,
goes up straight through, but quick up. Willunga get it. Drive this ball out. Bit of a floater though. That's pushed in underneath, and that's a mark there round to Jakey Stanfield.
This could be a second goal from a free kick, couldn't it?
Yeah, well, you can see the arms in the back there. So I said, if you stand your position, you're right. But once you make that arm movement, the umpires will pick it up, and that's what they've done. So he's directly out in front. He will be kicking from the 50-metre arc. So steps just inside, drives it up. It hangs. It's going out there, comes back, and I reckon it's hit the post, I'd say, going onto it. But, yep there she goes. For a minor score to Jake Stanfield. So he has 1 goal, which is Willunga's total score on the FPA scoreboard to Strathalbyn, 2 goals.
Fullback now will kick it back in for Strathalbyn. Which way is he going with it? Going out near the far side of the ground with it, and I don't know if anyone's touched that. We're a long way from it.
Umpire says, boundary umpire saw us touched.
So the ball will be thrown in. Didn't get much height in it, but it got a fair distance to it though. And the ball will be thrown in now in the half back line for Strath. In it goes. The ball now is over the top of the pack it goes, and will be picked up by Willunga. He picks it up, they pick him up too. The umpire will run in here and toss the ball up. He's got it now. Up it goes. Throws it up. Push down. And again,
Burdett.
gets a hand pass away, gets it
Danger.
over to his teammate over there, and the series of hand passes by Willunga will see the ball go over there to Meagle, and Meagle's got it now. He can hand pass it on if he wants to, he does. And right down into the forward line it goes, and the big fellas out there fly. There's 3 of them around there for Willunga. None of them get it though, or they'll get it back now. And this could be right into the forward line when it comes in. Flies in out there.
Oh,
There's a good strong mark taken
Bass.
down there by Bass.
Does that regularly, doesn't he?
He's got a good grip on the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes up that forward line as a relief out of ruck, and he becomes a headache to teams.
Yeah, you've got too many tall players down there. It will come in now. This could be the second goal for Willunga. Could put Willunga a point up. Comes in with it, does, and that is straight through the goal down there for...
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Here with umpire Simon. Up she goes. Ruckman goes. Smashed out by Haskett for Willunga. Turns around, comes down. Picked up in there by handball, wasn't good. And Strathalbyn recover. They go out there, go forward. 2 on 1 out here. Good trap by them. Comes around to Simmons. Simmons now drives the ball up. Bit of a floater. Goes up.
Oh, that's a good mark.
That was. He stretched for that one.
Turned around and caught it.
Why he come down, then he went, because at first grabbed touch and come out. 16 we got there was Riley Clamp. So yeah, it actually looked awkward when he stretched back onto there. Almost thought he was going to drop the knee out there. It was sort of ugly little bend, but he recovered and got the second grab.
He's been on the Crows list, I think.
Yeah, he's been here, a couple of years now, hasn't he? So
no, I think he's a colt from here.
Comes up, umpire looks at this one, turns around, goes over.
He's only getting a point,
He's going to get the single. Yeah, he comes back, so that's a bad miss. It's something you don't need, but it ties the scoreboard up here. There's 2-1 apiece on the FPA scoreboard at Strath Oval.
Strath will bring the ball back in. Or Willunga will bring it back in. Willunga have got hold of it now. Runs down there, and there's a couple of players he could have got it to, and he gets it over there to Billy Cook.
Out in the full.
So Cook hands it back with the free kick for kicking it out on the full, and Strath will now get a shot down the ground. They do. And this could be just inside 50 if they can mark it. And they do. Oh, they've got a chance here. All they've got to do now is run around, put the ball on the boot. I reckon that one has gone through this time. And
bulkier player than him. So anyhow, we're back in the centre now. She's 3-1 to 2-1, so she's seesawing here a bit for the first quarter. It goes up. Up they go. Bass looks at it, then turns around, goes back. He goes off, gets the ball forward. He turns around for Strath. Strath go up, can't get out onto it. Comes back around here, goes over, and she goes over the boundary right in front of
just
here,
as well, because he threw it back over his head.
Yeah, so it finishes up there now for a boundary throw in right in front of the coaches' boxes here on the club room side. Sets himself. Only 2 young lads on there, and they're doing a good job.
I think they're 2
rices.
rices.
They go. Comes back down, comes back around, shoved off of there, pushed all over there, and I reckon that one there, that's Richard O'Grady. I reckon he could have been the one that kicked the goal too, Kevy. It looks a bit more bulky, like was in there, but we can
Oh,
check that out
well-
later. I'll check with our mate Perry. He'll know later
Yeah,
on.
Perry will know.
Up they go, comes back down, out the back it comes, Willunga with the ball, gets away, gets about, he goes back to Colwell, Colwell goes back again, over there to Darcy Scott, Scott doesn't make a good job of that one, goes all out, up forward, and there's a big jump to Strathalbyn again, and they go around and they'll come up now for another shot on goal. Turns around, he's going to be kicking from 32, around about that.
Yeah, he's inside, well inside 50.
Yeah. Is that Riley Clamp again, or we'll have to
Well, it
wait and
might
try
be,
and catch
well.
him? So it's 6 or 16, so it could be Austin McFarlane, but we'll wait for
Well, it
him
could
to
be
come
Riley
off.
Clamp too.
Yeah, could be 6 or 16. There's definitely a 6 on the back. He drives off, drops this ball up. He's looking happy. He's going around with it, so he turns around, goes up.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Other end there, township end, I
They
think.
used to always have there's a flag, it's
Yeah.
just blown straight out.
Yep. So she's virtually going straight across the goal, so should be easy going either end here today. So back in the centre, we have umpire Nick.
He throws the ball up high, up it goes again. Pushed down there by Willunga. Taken down there by Strathalbyn through Cooper Matchin. Here's a quick pass out. It's gone out there to centre half forward now to Strath. And they'll get away with it again. And there's a long kick in down there. And I reckon that was
7, I reckon. So 120 with the little bloke. 3?
3. I reckon it was 3.
3, yep. That one's
Mitchell
Mitchell Godfrey.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
For a bit of a shake up here, I'd say, but yeah, 3 goals handy at this stage in the first quarter. Up she goes in the centre, up they go. Bass gets it for Willunga. Out it goes, picked up by Strath though. Come back out there, that one goes to Richard O'Grady. Grady goes back, turns round, picked up there by Willunga, quickly out through there.
Jokers.
That was there as Jokers. Jokers goes over and finds his player and goes up over the back. Strathalbyn thumped it away onto there, steps over the boundary line. It should be a boundary throw in right deep in the forward pocket for Willunga. Yeah, so
boundary umpire right on the mark.
yeah, big Jake Stanfield didn't do much good on that one when he had a shot at it. So anyway, boundary umpire goes up, bit short, goes up onto there, hits the ground, comes out. Strathalbyn get tucked up. Then they turn around. That should be touch, should be play on. Goes over. Brown can't get it. Picked up quickly. Turns around. Willunga goes back inside. Picks up there. Burdett with it. He goes off inside there. Oh, Caldwell fell over and he couldn't grab it there and it goes off. And
This will be a race on here.
Certainly is. Off they go now. Turns up into there, goes into there, we go into with Darcy Scott. He turns around, he runs through, forces a behind there to Strathalbyn.
Well, they played on
So-
quickly now. He's got the ball out in the back pocket for Willunga. Kicks it in, it goes in short out there. Taken out there by
Mills.
by Willunga and Mills, Harrison Mills. And he kicks it further down there to his teammate in Danny Juckers. And he's taken the mark. He's held up play. He's kicked it in, and there's a mark there to Hutchins. And Hutchins gets it over the top to his teammate, and this one's right down to the forward line, off hands it goes, and Strathalbyn get it back again. And the mark wasn't quite taken down there by the Strathalbyn player. Brownie goes in, he tries to do something with it. It's left out there to Danny Irvine, and Danny Irvine's kick is marked by Richard O'Grady.
Xavier Redden, 7. Yep.
Oh,
He goes off, he flies out, finds his player quickly out there, and that one there was Tom Redden. Goes off, Strathalbyn now, controlling this ball a bit more. Goes out there, goes off the foot and slides across over the boundary line. Umpire saying it should be a throw-in, should be. I think he's a bit worried about there. So it'll be a boundary throw-in on the forward flank position for Willunga on the far side, the netball court side over there. Up she goes, turns around, picks all up there, gets all out there. Bass gets the handball back over, goes over, hits the ground out there, goes around there to Danny Dukas. He can't get onto it, and she goes over for a repeat by the boundary umpire once again.
That was O'Grady that had it before. Anyway.
Number one, was he?
Yeah.
So, anyhow, goes up there now. Bass thumps it out there for Willunga. Goes forward though. Goes up Strath. Strath for handballs back. Goes back, turns around. That one goes over to O'Grady. O'Grady goes over there quickly, and that one went through to Noski. Noski puts it over, but Willunga recover, gets the handball off, kicks it around wildly, turns around and picks up there, and we got a free.
Must have been holding
the ball, I would say, but yeah.
Oh, I reckon he might get it.
So it goes back to Strathalbyn. So, yeah, can't get a 50 because it didn't go back to player. So, turns around, he goes back
he can't
behind
play
it.
on round his mark either.
No, so back on that true wing position on the far side. Up it rolls out there. So we have 21 minutes gone. So up he goes, turns around out front, turns around, he attacks it. I reckon he's got a free kick for shove.
Yeah, bit of a shove in the last
Yep,
minute.
he turns around and picks up the ball. That one there is Riley Clamp, I reckon, looks a bit like him. He goes up, drives this right up in the full forward. Up they go. That's unrealistic attempt.
Yeah.
Free kick to Willunga. Yep, so that's what we've seen out of when it gets around
I
through
think
there to
Simmons
Ben
was
Simmons, isn't it? He
Yeah.
does that regularly. If he
missed
can't
it-
get
missed
it,
it by about
reads
2
it out.
feet.
So it quickly goes over to Danny Irvine for Willunga. Willunga now controlling, and they've gone out wide though, and they're trying to step around. Now they're holding it up. So it's not the free-flowing we normally get from this side premiers last year. Up they go out there, thump from behind. She goes over the boundary line for a touch ball for another ball in on the wing position at the Strathalbyn Oval. With the FPH scoreboard, Strathalbyn 5-2, Willunga the visitors 2-1.
And the ball gets tossed in over that far side of the ground. In it goes. Knocked down there by Bass. Gives his teammate the run of the ball. His kick, I don't think, really was meant to go where it did in the end, but there comes a runner out there. Oh, that'll be Hutchison. That'd have to be a
Hold
free
the
kick.
ball.
Well, I think he grabbed him around the neck.
It looked tough, didn't it?
It did. Anyway, they allowed the play to go on out here, and here's a chance now for Strath to get the ball back down to their end out there.
That
Over
was
the top of the
Haynes.
packet. Haynes, was it?
Yeah, took it off. Oh, missed a mile, boy.
It was a bad.
Simmons, look at this.
Simmons comes in, bang, get out the way, and pushes it down. Here's a chance now to centre half forward it goes, and the player standing there by himself for Strathalbyn will have another shot for goal from about 15, 20 metres straight out in front.
That's Cooper Matchin.
So in goes Cooper now. He's taking his time.
This will be handy for him.
It will
won't
be
it,
a
if they put
very
this
handy
through?
goal.
6-2.
This will be be 4 goals up at quarter time. Ooh, will it go
He's got
through?
it.
Yes, it does. And that is
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
And get into it, but it's dangerous football. Back in the centre it goes, up they go, Bass goes up, gets it down, comes around to Irvine. Irvine gets it away, comes out quickly, can't get it into there, it was Warmington. Warmington gets the free kick though, and he gets up there for too high, and he's in the centre, forward of the centre though. Turns around, he picks up, goes out, goes back to Haskett, turns around, the handballs go out, turns around, gets over there to Burdett. Burdett goes forward, up and down, and that's Jakey Stanfield. He turned around and he'll grab that in this second attempt. Oh,
Well,
look
if
at that.
he's
He
gonna
wanted to
play
play
on,
on,
then.
so he must be carrying an injury. You
He
don't
didn't
see
want to kick it, did
that's
he?
what I mean. You don't see a full forward that's 30 metres out attempt to kick or play off of a set shot in front. So I know he missed last week. I didn't find out what it was for, but the way he keeps flexing it out, I reckon he might have a driver. So anyhow, he comes in now, drives up. They need this one. Drives it. It's no problems. That's the way it goes. Oh, slammed into it. It certainly did. That come back very, very late. So he now has kicked 1 goal, 2. So on the FPA scoreboard, Willunga 2-2, Strathalbyn 6-2.
Getting very close to quarter time. And Strath will bring the ball back in over the clubroom side with it. Up it comes. Brownie's looking around to see what he can do with it out here. He'll pick it up. He does. He gets the kick. Gets it over to his teammate.
Warmington.
Over it goes down there to Haskett. Haskett will get it back. Goes again goes across now to 42 out there in Craig Nelson. Nelson now puts the ball up high into the forward line. It goes.
Ooh, he's grabbed that. Yeah.
Mark will be paid there to 48, I reckon. Ryan Sherry.
Yep. He's back from last week. He wasn't in last week, so he's come back in too. So
Well, that did stop quick, so maybe there is a bit of wind blowing down that way.
yeah, I think the ball was down. He just read it that it might be dropping short and jumped in front, and everybody's worried about the big boys at the back.
Well, two goals in 2 minutes will put them back right in the game.
And he comes, sets himself, drives it. Umpire doesn't move very much. He comes back. There he goes. Signals the goal.
Ah, very good. Terry's on his sick bed, so he'll be right. He can sit there and watch today. And we'll play there. Puts his head down dangerously. He could have got his head knocked off then, the way he put it in. But anyway, the umpire let play go on. And here's a chance now for Willunga could get another one the way they're going in here.
He juggled it. Couldn't have got any more. Another foot and he was over the boundary line.
He juggled it about 3 times. And
that's Hunt, isn't it?
Player then
Big
was
Scott
Scott Hunt.
Yep.
Yeah. So Ken Hunt put through a kick. He'd have started off on the bench, I reckon, like he did last week.
Yeah.
Bench comes in now. Hunt comes in now, puts the ball up
Keep
high,
that one narrowed.
and kicked it too narrow. A minor score only out there, and 3 goals 3 now. Willunga go to Strathalbyn 6 goals 2 on our FBA scoreboard.
Yeah, well, as I said, they need them. The ball gets relayed back to the full back position.
You can kick it in short there. There's no one going. Yeah, that's
there,
exactly what he decided to do.
O'Grady goes out, finds his player in the back pocket. Goes up there now. Bass goes up one hand, turns around, and the umpire's blown his whistle. And they're conferring here, so we can't work out what's going on because we can't hear it, but it has to come back here for some reason. I think he's probably going to have a re-kick because the man was inside that area. That's about 15 metres out, I think it, isn't it? No player's allowed to be in there, and of course the player in the back pocket was. So the umpires have picked that up and said, nah, you can't pass to a player in there because no opposition's allowed in there, neither can you. Yeah, right. So out he goes, comes out now. O'Grady rolls this ball out, puts it right up onto the wing. Out they go back there, running into it is Sherry for Willunga. He looks up. There goes. Siren goes up. She goes through. So at quarter time here, we have Strathalbyn 6 goals 2 to Willunga 3 goals 3 on the FPA scoreboard. And goal kickers, all singles today so far for Strathalbyn. Mitchell Godfrey, Cooper Machen, Lachlan Fox, Riley Clamp, Joel Hodgson and Ben Simmons, and for Willunga we has Daniel Bass, Jake Stanfield and Ryan Sherry. So this is 90.1 Happy FM, is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Flurio, we're in your field. The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
To it, and we'll finish up into there. So it'll be interesting to see how he comes up.
Yeah,
first year president. So.
And there's a first year secretary too. We'll have to find out about the woman that's the secretary this year as well.
Well, clubs have got to go through stages to get them, don't they? And
they do.
If they're set up and gone, which Strath has always been pretty handy and good, and you can see the ones that have had that control with good board, as we call them, the presidents and etc. into there, they sort of get a bit more results, don't they?
Get them pretty quick too.
Yeah,
Doesn't take long.
Yeah.
Well, at least they've scored.
Yeah, they've scored, so it's all right. They're starting to break up here now, so it won't be too long underway. But so around the grounds there we have Victor Harbour 5-2, Goolwa Port Elliot 1 goal, Langhorns Creek 3-3, Encounter Bay 1 goal, Maponga Selix 1-1, Mount Compass 1-1, McLaren 7-3, Yankalilla 1 goal, and Strathalbyn here 6-2 to Willunga 3-2. As we get ready, the two young girls on the football here playing women's football, running across the oval. So
Very young women's football.
Might be one of these little boundary umpires' girlfriends.
Might be too.
Anyhow,
At least they're across there now.
umpire has got the ball aloft. He's going to hold it all up. Holds it up now, and we go underway here for the second quarter. Up they go. Bass gets it. Oh no, sorry, it was Haskett gets it out there for Willunga. Goes off, hits the ground, comes out. Willunga, series of handballs. I think he got caught up with his own mates. Yep.
I think it was his own team.
His own teammate, I think, tripped him up. Yeah. And the umpire was standing there and saw it, umpire Simon, and said he was good. So up they go. Haskett gets it and thumps it back down. Pushes out again there by Mills, I reckon it might have been. Sorry, Downey Irvine for Willunga. That goes outside the centre square now for another ball up by the umpire. Turns round, gets up there.
Well, a quick goal on the board here to Strathalbyn will set the face going, mate.
Yeah, well, they're pushing into attack now, so they go all up. Over the back with the big mark, goes up. Handball comes off, spins around up there, goes off there. This looks pretty good, but he misses out there. That one went around to, I'm not sure whether it was 3, but doesn't matter, we'll give it to him. It's only a minor score, so they go to 6 goals, 3 on the FPH scoreboard to Willunga 3-3.
It didn't take long for that score to come on the board. Anyway, Willunga play on. Out it goes out here, and the player under the ball there was Mark Elliott, taking the mark. Also kicks the ball back in, not a very good kick back in. It spun around like a helicopter, and here's a chance now. Player got rid of that like a hot potato, and that was Mitchell Godfrey. And the ball is still inside the 50-metre arc, and the umpire will come and toss it up. So it's not very far from the goal. Quick kick out of the back here. You could see it go through for the goals. Anyway,
hanging on. Oh, he didn't miss that one.
Just thrown between his legs. He goes in short, and the Strathalbyn player there.
Mills, Willunga.
Yeah, but the Strathalbyn player wasn't watching too much what went on then, and the mark was paid out here. Here's a chance for Strath. The players calling to play on. He kicks it off the ground, and he has kicked it straight through for a point. 6 goal 4 now to Strathalbyn, 3-3 to Willunga. Willunga players hardly had a kick yet.
Yeah, Daniel, we've got Burdett with it. Drives this ball out now, right up into the centre. Goes out there. That's strong mark. Umpire's paid that one. Goes over to Willunga. Willunga's not, Strath didn't really want to give it back to him. He plays on there. Short kick, goes in and finds Mule. Goes off quickly, goes up right over there. Bass didn't want to go much for that one, so he turns around. Strathalbyn pick the ball up. Out they come, turn around. Colwell comes out,
same way as the
picks
football.
it up. Yep, running against the flow there, and he picks it up. This is how they're going. Colwell's on the back flank, and he was up on the forward flank then. Short kick, dangerous, and he finds his player in Haskett.
Well, a good day Haskett would have put this through from here.
Yeah. Getting older too.
He's getting a bit older.
Yeah, he's outside the 50, puts it all up, hoping for the big boys to go. Up they go, thump from by, which is what the backmen love out there, comes out, comes back around, goes quickly onto there, and that one goes to Jukas. Jukas puts it up and down, up it goes, Bass can't get to it, comes over, Strath picked the ball up quickly there in Adam Clark. He turns, spins it around, touched off hands, goes over there. He gets wrapped up, tries to drop the ball. Finally got a boot to it, just. He turns around, gets out to it, and comes over, and he finds Butler. Lachlan Butler for Strathalbyn. Turns around, he's on the back flank, far side of the ground though. turns round. Now he's told to go on. Puts this right up onto the wing. Up they go. Players go up. Over the back it comes back down. Strath read it well. Comes out now. Up the forward flank. Turns round. Out they come.
On each other's way.
Yep, Tucker can't get through to it. Goes back over. Comes straight back into him there. And Riley Clamp. Clamp goes forward. Hits the player in the place. Turns around. That should be holding the ball. Tis semi-knocked out, but it comes to Willunga. Willunga has to give it back. So Willunga can go out wide if they want. They've got the player out there. Brown can make a move, and he goes out wide and he finds his player stuck out there. That one goes around quickly over there, and that one goes off there to Darcy Scott. Darcy Scott goes over, finds Brown. Brown goes over. Looking out there for Stanfield. Stanfield can't get there. And did he get a hand to it? Or she's over the boundary line? I reckon it's over the boundary line.
Might have touched it, I reckon.
No, I don't reckon he did. So it looks like it'd be Reed Mahanes will get the ball. Certainly comes back, so did not get a hand to it. Yeah, like I said, he wasn't travelling too well to get to there. So Strathalbyn again into attack, doing all the work this quarter's. Out they come, and that's an easy mark there again to Darcy Scott. Darcy Scott for Willunga on the back flank. Turns around, he's looking around. There's no movement whatsoever for him. He can go short to Brown. He kicks the man on the mark. Turns around there, it's going off there. They are terrible today. Turn around, they get wrapped up. The umpire will now come in for a ball up. So, yeah, they're bad mistakes. Short kicks, like I said, if you're going to get called on, you've got to get them out the area real quick. Up they go. Haskett tries to hang it out. Then he slaps the ball over. Meagle gets it. Goes out for Willunga. Goes forward. Goes over the head there of Strathalbyn. Goes up. Picks up. He gets the ball now. Drives it back into the forward flank. One-handed up again to Darcy Scott again. He's certainly holding him out as much as he can. He goes off. Finds Colwell. Colwell goes forward. He finds Haskett. Haskett breaks us out there, but that's poor. Turns around, gets up there, comes down to Mills. Mills gets up there, holds this one in. Not very smart, goes over. Now Strathalbyn opening up. Simmons gets it. He throws it up in the air. Turns around, then he chases up, can't get up to it. Picked up there, goes around over the body, over the back, turns around, picked up there, and Willunga relieve out there once again. Up it comes now. In the front here, going up there, turns around, up and down, comes there and pays the mark out there. That one's just Altus. Altus goes on quickly, fixels out and he finds Sherry. Sherry up here on the wing now, clubroom side, turns around, short kick, goes over. He finds his player, off and running now. That goes around to Hutchins. Hutchins drives up to full forward, has a go at it, straight across. Guess what? It's going right out and goes out on the full, out there, untouched, so they get a free kick to Strathalbyn.
Look, did a U-turn, didn't it?
They go back in. He comes in, finds his player on the back flank on the far side, though. So he turns around. Willunga just cannot get things rolling. Up they come. Drives this ball up. Up and under it goes, up the wing. Over, under it too far as Colwell comes off hands, goes out on the boundary line, just forward of the wing, slightly varnished to Willunga. FBA scoreboard, Strathalbyn 6-4, Willunga 3-3, and it's all been Strath.
Yeah, it's all Strath so far. Another couple of goals here will put them right in with a big chance. Umpire throws it in. In it goes in there, and Haskett comes in, takes the ball, gets a hand pass away. Ball's on the ground now. They're on top of it, and the umpire will come and throw the ball up. Oh, Brownie down there. You can always pick Brownie with the long sleeve jumper, no matter what the temperature is. Umpire throws it up. Up it goes. Down it comes again. Here's a chance for Strathalbyn again. The player at it. They'll be holding the ball. No, I don't know whether he did pay it or not. But anyway, they've got the ball coming out now. Here's a go for Willunga. The ball is kicked in, goes just the other side of the post. And it's a minor score only, but that's their first score for the quarter. 3-4 to Willunga, 6 goals, 4 to Strathalbyn.
So Strathalbyn with the ball now, come clubroom side, drives it up, and that one's swinging back in, so it goes off, and that's up and down, an easy mark there to Xavier Redden. Redden on the 50 in the back flank, goes off inside, picks out his player in the middle, and he hits him on the chest. They're hitting their targets, and Willunga aren't. So off he goes now, quickly goes off, and I reckon that's Zach Edwards. He goes off. Almost got it there and intercepted there by Willunga. He goes off, short kick goes in, finds his player quickly, goes around to Hutchins. Hutchins goes out wide to Meagle. Meagle gets the ball now, drives it all out, sitting in between the players. Over the back it comes, picked up quickly around to there. That one there goes to Danny Jukas. Jukas goes up, but he puts off balance and she goes out in the full. It'll be a free kick to Strathalbyn in the back pocket. Relays it back to the other player. And with the ball now.
He's saying, get over this side.
Yeah. You can still use him in there if he wants to. He's still sitting there, so yep, now he does. Finds it all up. Now's the next movement. Goes up, finds him close, goes up, too short. Read it well there. Is Willunga, he drops the ball out the back, comes out there, goes, picks up quickly, spun around there. That's bad one, goes off there. Strathalbyn to get it. They get tackled up, kicks it off of the ground. And it's hit the post, so for a minor score only to another 1 to Willunga. They go now to 3 goals 5 to 6 goals 4 on the FPA score.
And the ball's been kicked back in and marked by Lachlan Butler. Butler kicks it further down the ground there to Mark Elliott. Elliott plays on quickly. It's all Strathalbyn now over this clubroom side at the moment. Going in there, I think the umpire blew the whistle a bit quick. No, he paid holding the man.
Yeah, an advantage.
Advantage gone over the top to Burdett. Burdett on to Sherry, and Sherry's got a shot on goal.
Well, to say they need this one's a real understatement, Kevy.
He's kicking now towards the Victor Harbour end of the Strathalbyn Oval. And he's should have no problems with the distance because he's just on the 50-metre line now. Runs in, probably runs in about 7 or 8 metres, puts the ball on the boot, and it's gone just the other side of the post and another point. So it's 3 goals 6 to Willunga. Strathalbyn 6 goals 4. Gee, they can't buy a goal now. They couldn't miss in the first quarter.
No, as I said, and that's where Strath did all their, they're attacking. So it's obviously the wind was always going to be pushing across there, but they're bad misses there. So far, the only scores this quarter have been points. So in they come. Strathalbyn goes out, reads it, and he finds his player quickly out there in Xavier Redden. Redden now, told get to play on, goes off for Strath, goes right up, he's up onto the wing, goes over, Willunga in front, and Mills gets the free there for being held onto, and turns around, and Mills for Willunga with the relieving kick. He goes off, drives this ball up now, goes right up over the back, out the line, good stress there by Jakey Stanfield, and he turns around and he gets up, goes up, drives this ball up, right up to full forward, out the back, Jake can't get there, and I reckon might be Strass. Couldn't get there to Haskett, couldn't get there once again, and it's a free kick going over there to Strath in Reid Mahanes. Mahanes in the back pocket with the ball. The umpire says play on. He drives the ball out, now goes out, that's not good, and it comes out there and finishes up once in the arms of Darcy Scott. He's probably the best one out there so far. Scott played well last week and he's playing again well today for Willunga. They need a few more like him out there at this stage. So, Darcy Scott with the ball. He's going to be kicking outside the 50, walks over. The umpire says bang, goes down low, grubbers it into the player. He gets caught up, handballs out, gets over. Turns around, picked up there quickly there by Xavier Redden. He got caught out there and it gets a free kick going back there to them, and that could be in Joel Hodgson. Now he gets told play on, goes off, drives this back up to the wing, over it goes, out wide, over the back, Mills can't get to it, he gets thrown out. Handball goes out to Meagle, goes out onto there, turns around, but it's a relieving mark there to Strathalbyn once again there, and that goes into Joel Hodgson. Hodgson right off on the back flank, drives it out, up and under, not much kick into it, there goes out in front there, is picking up there, goes off into Ben Simmons.
Well, he's a long
Simmons
way
is
from
full
home,
forward and he goes on the back flank there, so they're all doing it. Up they goes, onto there, out onto there, pay that one there, goes up to there and goes over there. Billy Cook takes the relieving mark. Willunga and their back flank now. So it's just throwing backwards and forwards here. Short kick goes over, called in.
Oh.
Meagle tried to get it over,
That
can't
wasn't
get it.
fun.
Turns around, the smother was going up. Now they're in pressure. Goes on under there, wraps all up there. Umpire comes in. Could have gone for holding the ball, and he turned around, but he wrapped it up because he pulled it in, but the umpire blew his whistle just before. So, wing position, centre of the ground, goes up, Bass gets it. There's that handball. He could have thumped his boot into that. Goes out, comes out quickly, goes over. Butler can't get for it. He gets wrapped up, and the umpire will call up for a ball up in the middle, just outside the centre circle. Up she goes. Bass can't get it out to it. Goes over. Held by one hand out there. Then he kicks it off the ground. Goes around. Turns around. Picked up there. O'Grady can't get out with it. The umpire repeats it once again there in umpire Simon. FPA scoreboard. Strath 6-4 to Willunga 3-6.
A bit of
Yep.
a worry then, and there's
Bit
a
of
free
free
kick
kick.
being paid to Strathalbyn.
Butler.
Through Butler, they'll kick it in and go in a bit short, but anyway, it's been marked down there by Mark Elliott. Elliott gets it quickly right down
Simmons.
to the goal area down there, and
He's in the... Yeah, pushed. Back to Mills.
So the ball's gone back to Mills now for a push out for that mark. Costly push out then, because if he had marked it, he would have been almost right in the goal square.
Irvine, I reckon.
In it goes, and Willunga now have got control of the ball. Over the clubroom side they go, and there's a quick pass
Hope.
gone down there to Hutchins. Hutchins gets it further down the ground, and one hand have been taken down there by Willunga, and they'll have a shot on the
Sherry.
goal. And that is Ryan Sherry.
He missed the last one, Kevy.
He missed the last one.
Has he learnt that he's got to go a little bit more to the right?
He's probably a bit closer then. Anyway, he can come in now.
He's gone back out the 50. He's gone just
He's
as
only
far
about
back, hasn't he?
30 out.
Well, the bloke's on that mark, so I reckon that's only 15, I think. 15
Well,
or
that'd be a
20.
bit further than that, I think. But anyway, it doesn't matter because it's a goal.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Flurio, we're in your field.
Interesting one there
Who
is
got that last one then, Trev? I didn't.
Ryan Sherry, 48.
Ryan Sherry, that's right.
So the interesting one there probably really is more or less is probably Langhorns Creek at the moment.
Yeah, in
My
front of
Ponga, Selix and Compass
in
are
front of Encounter Bay.
together,
Anyway,
so yeah.
the
So
ball's back here after that only goal so far for the quarter. Umpire tosses it up again. Up it goes. Strathalbyn grab hold of the ball. They grab hold of him. The Strathalbyn player they got grabbed hold of there was Cooper Machin. Here's a chance for Willunga now. Strathalbyn have got it down the forward line. It
Simmons.
goes. And Simmons, he's back where he should be now, in the forward line. Where's he going to kick it? He puts it up high, kicking it out there. Off at hands it goes. Over by the scoreboard, and the boundary umpire will come and toss it in. So Strathalbyn now looked in a very good spot, didn't they, halfway through the quarter, but Willunga have got a goal, they've caught up a bit. It's only 10 points the difference between the two sides. The ball's out of bounds now right in front of the scoreboard. It's down on the ground, and Willunga dive in on top of it, and player who dived in on top of it gets it, give it back to the umpire, and that is what he did, and that was Sam Tregenza, and they've done it again. Ball's gone out of bounds and will be thrown in. In it goes from the boundary umpire. Over the top. Strathalbyn tried to knock it back on the ground.
Simmons.
Pick up there by Simmons. Pretty good work by Simmons, but anyway, he has put through a minor score only, so it's 6 goals, 5 to Strathalbyn, to 4 goals, 6. Are they allowed to do it this time?
Yep,
Looks like
he's
they are.
outside
They're
that circle.
Just outside of it. and the ball goes further down the ground. It's gone down there this time, and it's right over near the boundary line. And Willunga got control of the ball. They could go just about all the way down the ground if they wanted to. They can with it now, and away they go. Down to centre half forward, and they decide to kick it right in from there. Players running down from Willunga, tried to get the ball, and he's kicked it off the ground. And has that kicking in danger? No, it's not.
Sherry.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
6 to that right hand of the screen, and so far Willunga only kicked 2. So, but what they have done is Willunga did kick 3 against it. So, and Strath haven't been able to do that. So, it gives them the status quo of 3 points difference. Up they go, comes back down. Handball comes out wide, misses a target though. Picked up there, Strath. Then he gets tackled right on the kick. Out they come, turns around, coming up Willunga after the ball here, turns around, flicks it all up. And she goes over the boundary line here on the flank for the Strathalbyn side, clubroom side. Right in front of the barbecue area down here. So we turn around, we got up. So we've got ourselves 20 minutes into this quarter. Boundary umpire sets himself, turns around, goes, gets it up nice and high. Up they goes, over the back it goes. Turn around, pick it up. Colwell gets it. He comes out wide. Turns around, goes back. That is a
terrible
shocking handball.
You're going to get away with
there,
it.
Ducked under it there. Gets out to it. Comes out wide. Over the top it goes again. Now it goes back to Colwell. Colwell drives it up into the pocket. Up they go. Thump from behind. She goes over the boundary line. And Sherry couldn't repeat that one. So she's now out of bounds in the forward pocket for Willunga, still into attack here. So, yeah.
Over the fence with it, and back comes the ball into play.
Just in time for the boundary umpire to get there.
The boundary umpire's got there all right. He throws it in now. It's in the forward line down there for Willunga. Can they get it out? The player then dived in, picked it up, handballed it out the way. And it's gone right over near the boundary line over there. Will they keep it in?
No, not now.
They can't keep it in, and the boundary umpire will come and throw it in once again. Well, a quick goal here will put it all back really square, won't it?
Well, they'll reverse it around, won't they? So
boundary umpire tosses it in. It's very close to the scoring area here. It was picked up then by Willunga. Stanfield, he's had another go at it. I think he hasn't done much better with it, has he? Has the ball been marked? It looks like it has been marked.
It has. The umpire's allowed it.
That's
The umpire's held it up though. Now he's going to confer with him. I thought he bobbled it over.
So Meagle now.
Put him on an impossible angle here. He's going to bring him right across.
It'd be the other side of the goal post or the point post, won't he? Anyway, he comes in, just has a little shot in. And
little
I think
big miss.
What he's done is given the ball to the opposition here. And the ball will go down the ground now, and Strathalbyn have got the chance to do something with it, but they're out of the back pocket. And down they go now with the ball. Well, kicked it too high to the player there, and the ball's pushed over towards the boundary line. Across the boundary line it goes, and the boundary umpire will throw it in. Can't be too far away from half time here at the moment.
22 minutes gone, I make it.
Yeah, probably about another 3 or 4 minutes to go. Umpire throws it back in again. Haskett knocks it down on the ground. Oh, a player goes through there from Willunga, and he tackled fairly heavily. And it goes through. And that was by Hamish Jenner. And the umpire now will throw it up. They just
Haskett just pushed him out.
Haskett's just bang, get out the way. I thought the ruckman's supposed to be going for the ball, not the man. But anyway, the chance now for Willunga through Miles Warmington. He's got a kick in, and
Jakey
change of the lead right on half time now. And Jake Stanfield again has a shot for goal.
Yeah, it was kick 1-2, so he tried to pass one off probably from this distance at this end, didn't he?
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see what he does here.
And that's going to go through nearly goalpost height.
Umpire says goal, so they've done what they want.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale quarry direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday, 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Ball's on the ground though. They're trying to push it along like a rugby game out there, and I think the umpire might have to come in and throw it up again. And he will. Plenty of players around the ball. In he comes. Pushes the ball out. Up it goes. Strathalbyn got it out of the pack. I might get a mark here. They might be able to pick the ball up though. There's 2-1 out there if they can work as a pair. Instead of that, they gave away a free kick.
Yeah, he was down and he just come here.
And the free kick goes to Willunga.
16 in right, he clamped, just come in too high. Oh, he doesn't know what to do.
They run around in circles. And Willunga now should be able to get away with it. They probably can.
Darcy Scott.
Scott's got it on the back line. He kicks it in short. Oh, that was a good daisy cutter goes in there, and Willunga get the mark again.
Could be Aldous.
And he kicks it down again, and he's finding his teammates all the way down. And
Warmington, I reckon.
And again, Willunga got another mark down there. And they're just slowly getting along 10, 15 metres at a time. And again,
there's
this will be
the siren,
interesting.
Kevy. So,
and it is half time with the lead now going to Willunga.
Certainly is. FPAG scoreboard here at half time is Strathalbyn 6-3, the visitors Willunga 6-6. And
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field. The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
SFM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
Well, welcome to our halftime hub today. Today's we will be talking with Phil Eates, and Phil is the new president of the Strathalbyn Football Club. So, well done, Phil. Congratulations on being president.
Thanks,
I don't know whether that's congratulations or commiserations, but we'll find out at the end of the year how it all goes. But we'll see from there about Phil's life as far as football goes at the Strathalbyn Football Club. And is that where you've played all your footy, Phil?
Yes, I've played all my footy at Strath. I started here as a mini colt a long while ago now.
A long while ago?
A long while ago
Is it
now.
that long ago?
I couldn't tell you when, but a long while ago now. So, so I've played all my junior footy here and all my predominantly A-grade footy here as well. So, yeah.
So how many years did you play junior football? How old were you when you started?
I started mini colts, which would be grade 3, which would be year 10 or 11, probably 11. So I played right through senior colts. I was very fortunate to captain in our 1994 premiership win.
This is the junior colts?
In the senior colts, yeah. Right. And then I progressed into A grade. So I've played all junior footy here right through. A few association games through that, and then into senior footy.
So did you play junior association football as well?
I played, yep, junior association, junior colts association, and senior colts association. I would have. So yeah.
Very good. How'd you go with the association football as far as seniors go?
This year?
No, as far as senior football.
Senior football. I would have probably played 15 plus games of association footy.
So each year you were first up selection pretty well.
When I was in my, your prime, when you're 21 to 28, I would have played.
Oh, you
those
call
years.
that your prime?
I think so. I went downhill after that. So I played in most of those years, and I've still got a long association with lots of other people within our league that played in those games as well. I see the boys from Willunga down here today that all played in those games with me. So
you recommend it to anybody who gets selected in one of these association games to play?
Absolutely, yeah. It just gives, I guess I was an average sort of A grader here, but it just gives you that opportunity to play footy at that higher level, which I was never going to go to town and play footy at reserves or league. So it just gave you that bit of exposure to something a bit better. So yeah, and when I first started, we were still playing the 3-day weekend, the Saturday and then the Monday.
Well, that was a hard road,
and that was really serious. Everyone took it really serious, and it was a really, really good competition. So I was lucky to play that for a couple of years, and then obviously that sort of dissipated. Then we just went back to the format it is now. So yeah, and I played a couple of years of the Southern Districts, that was probably, I really enjoyed that. Did to get that a bit further out.
Play the years that Smithy was involved?
No, I would have played 03, 04, somewhere in 02, 03 maybe.
Well, Smithy had given it up at that stage.
I reckon he had, yeah. So, but that was when I was found that there's some seriously good footballers when you play on that level. That I was found wanting a bit a few times, I think. But
not everyone can star in it, but to take part in it. There's one of the things you say, and along the way you make a lot of good friends out of that.
Oh, absolutely. And you now back in admin roles, these people come around that you played footy with years ago. But I think all that rep footy, it's a really good thing to get exposure to other people, and I really, really enjoyed it. It's something I'm actually quite proud of. I was able to captain 1 year in the association, and I'm very, very proud to have done that. So yeah.
Well, you couldn't have been too big a mug as you,
you
said you were. I mean, if you can get captain of it, I think you've done a great job.
No, that was good fun. I quite enjoyed it. So yeah.
So now you've given up the playing side of it, and how did you get talked into being president?
Well, I came onto the committee. I've got three boys playing junior footy. So I came on. Obviously, I was coming back, being involved with the kids' footy, and I just happened to say one day, if you need someone on the committee, I'm happy to come on. So I think I was up there for a couple of years, and then obviously Smithy has done a mountain of work over the years. I think he's been president for something like 14 years over a few stints. So he sort of called time on it, and he'd had enough. I was encouraged by lots of people. I had a lot of people come up and ask me to do it, and I was probably fairly hesitant initially, just because of my workload away from footy. But I think they sort of won me over in the end and twisted my arm and got me in here. So,
what do you do away from footy?
well, I'm a farmer, so I just live 10 k's out the road. So sort of on my own, running doing a reasonable bit. So it gets a bit of a drain, and the peak busy times of seeding and that can get tough. So
Well, probably the busy time for seeding would be when
it's just done. So we've just
Just
finished.
done,
So
you've done
I
it
was a
all?
bit absent from footy for a month, a little while back, but everyone's. I made that pretty aware when I took the role on that there's going to be times I can't be Brenton Smith. That's what I said. I
don't think there is too
I
many
can't be here all the
Brenton Smiths,
time,
though, is
so I'm just doing my best, and we've got a good group of committee members around us.
I
so
mean, if Brenton Smith could be bottled and made into a 3 or more
yeah.
Brenton Smith, you'd have him in your team straight
Yeah,
away,
you
wouldn't you?
That's for sure. He's
You wouldn't know what to do with them
a
all.
rare person.
A
So.
very rare person is Smithy, but anyone knows him. You only got to say Smithy at Strathalbyn, everyone knows
everyone
who you're
does,
talking
yeah.
about. And so that's sort of played that side of it. And how are you finding it?
I guess initially it was you don't really get a job description of what to do and what not to do coming into a presidential
It's probably
role.
just as well.
Oh, I think it is. Otherwise, you might not take it on. But no, I think at the time we had a few other people just through circumstances on our committee left. So there was a few of us coming into different roles new. So it took us a little while, I'd say, to find our feet. But I think we're going quite well now, I'd say. So as you can see, I've got a fantastic facility and our club's strong. So.
Well, your facility's magnificent
Yeah.
here. At the moment, you made it look a lot better by lengthening the field. What did you lengthen by? What, 5 metres each end or something?
No, just that end there.
Just one end,
just the
which
northern
did-
end. It'd be
did lengthen it though, didn't it?
probably 4 to 5 metres, and we put the backstop up around
Yeah.
behind it as well. That's really good as well for training nights.
Very good. So, out of all of the things that are happening here now, what's your next big thing to look at? I heard that there were some things that were being looked at by the club to, push the club along.
Well, we've just, I guess, our women's side of football is going quite strongly, and we've started that 5 or 6 years ago. We won those first 3 flags in a row there. We've just done a upgrade in our change rooms to make that female friendly. So that's got all cubicle toilets and cubicle showers in there. That's also really, really good for our junior football as well. So that's been a big thing. That's sort of nearly at completion now. And our women's football is going from strength to strength. So facility-wise, we're probably nearly where we want to be, I think.
Right.
So there's not a lot.
Well,
on
it's
the
gone
radar.
along in leaps and bounds in the last 6 or 7 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's one of those things that was started and they said it'll be finished in 2 years' time, and it wasn't. But I think it was worth it in the end of late.
Yeah, it's a massive, massive project that we took on back then, and it's just fantastic. I think there's lots of other newer facilities popping up around the place, but we just have the size and scale here. It's anyone that comes in here just is very impressed with it.
Well, they are.
And
you'd be hard not to be impressed by it.
And as a football club, we're actually very, very proud of it, of what we've got here.
So you're looking to do the prisons long term, or
I'll start with 2-year term. That's the term.
That's the term, is it right?
So that's it. That's where we'll start. I think it's only fair. You would definitely serve that out, and then beyond that, I'm not sure. But if we can get it ticking along nicely, I'm happy to continue. If we can get it going.
Not only did you have to get a new president, but you also had to get a new secretary because Josh gave the job away.
Yes, yeah. Josh did it for a few years, and he did it to an incredibly high standard, as you know, Kevin.
Yes.
So there were hard shoes to fill, but so Emma Daniels has stepped into that role as of November.
So, I mean, how do you get on with your family with all of this? Because it's a big lot of time that you've got to spend away from home and away from your family.
Yeah, this week's been a bit of a drain. Luckily, my wife is fairly understanding, and she actually helps me a lot. I'd have to say that she does a lot of.
Well, if your wife doesn't help you, you'll be on the
I'm
apron right from the start.
I'm
aren't
buggered.
you?
So without her, I'd be really buggered. So no, she's. It gets tough at times when you probably miss your kids' stuff that you should be doing, but you just got to balance it out as best I can.
Well, Phil, it's good to catch up with you. I mean, I've seen a bit of you along the time over the years, and it looks like it's going okay. Today, you blew a big lead in at quarter time, but Reckon you'll get out of this?
I'm hoping we do. Yeah, if we start off like in initially, we'll kick on. So I'd love to see us win this one.
Oh, I bet you would, because
Love to.
you'll need this probably if you're going to play in the final.
Desperately need this one.
Anyway, thanks for your time today,
worries,
Phil.
been a pleasure.
And it's great to catch up with you, and all the best for the rest of the day and the rest of the season.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Thanks very much. It's 90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field. The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
Yeah, thanks for that, Ian. And big black clouds come over our area here at the moment, or coming this way. So let's hope that it doesn't pour too much rain on the oval at the moment.
Oh, look at that. Goodness for us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. And we are ready. We'll be ready to go very soon. We got the scores right there, Trev?
Yeah, I just had the points out in our local one here, Kevy, which you pointed out to me. So it's 6-5, wasn't it? 6-6.
Anyway, the Strathalbyn team's ready to go. So is Willunga. Willunga will be pretty pleased to get there. Interesting to talk to Phil Each. You know Phil for
Yeah, certainly
probably
do.
played
So,
a few games with him and against him over the time.
certainly do, Kevin. So, yeah, been around here, like I said, when I was playing the football. So, Strathalbyn boys, he was right up into it.
I think he plays himself down a little bit because he was quite a good footballer.
Oh, he's a young player.
Huh?
He's a young player compared to me. I was heading towards the bloody hills when when he was still running through the paddocks.
Yeah, well, you got to put up with some of those things, Trev. Anyway, we're almost ready to go here for the second half of the game at Strathalbyn. Umpire comes in to throw the ball up. Up it goes. In go the ruckman. Oh, it must be a little bit slippery out there. They both had a bit of a slip before they got to the ball. Here's a chance now for Willunga. They get down there, and it's Brett Meagle kicking the ball into the forward line, but well stopped down there by
Adam Clark
from Strathalbyn. And again they go. And
that one, didn't he?
They just allowed him to walk in to take the ball, and that is the big fella there in Daniel Bass. Bass, almost right in the centre of the ground. A kick now down to the Strath. Looks like they're having a
kick for kick,
but just opposite to opposite. Anyway, Strath have got the ball now. Where are they going to go with it? The umpire calls play on, and up they go, Strathalbyn.
Back again,
back
repeat.
it goes there.
Take two.
See if you kick it to somebody else, Bassy. Comes in, has a kick, it's kicked away. He's from out there, goes this time, and umpire calls play on.
Yeah, no, yes, too.
And Stratha got it away, kick it down the ground. If the ball bounces right out there, Strathalbyn could be right in there, and I think the player's kicked it along the ground, and he's kicked it out of bounds, and the kick will go to Willunga, Trev.
Certainly is, back flank, far side of the ground here today, Strathalbyn Oval. Turned around, started to cloud up. We had heard from the radio that there was a big downpour at Victor Harbour, so we haven't had that here yet. So it is greying over though, so perhaps we've got ours coming. The ball goes down into a pack, and she's on the forward flank for Strathalbyn on the far side. Up it goes. Aerial ping pong going on. Hoke gets it out into there. Turns around, comes back, he messes it all up, goes back onto there. Players wrap themselves up, and umpire Nick comes in for a ball up there. True wing position here now over by the netball courts. Up they stands himself up they go. Bass sets himself, steps around, goes off, comes off there and straight over, and the boundary umpire now will be having a throw in. Oops, you've got to clear the fence there and get under the car, so gets it up. It's only a little fence there. He should have leaped that like they do at Compass, shouldn't they?
They do that.
They were leaping bounds, but yep, back in as she goes. Up they go, over there. Bass gets it, looks at the handball out, goes off. Kick comes off the side of the boot, goes out wide, up and down it goes, comes out there quickly. Didn't he throw him down too? Which luck happens to go because the ball didn't come off there into it, so he's got onto there. Now he's got a 25 metre for saying too much. He got up arguing about how he was thrown down, but the throw was there, and that's Danny Jukas.
Would have hurt, I think.
Danny Jukas, yeah, but it was a throw before he got thrown down. So up they go, into attack, goes out on there. That's Sam George, puts it right up in the forward pocket. Out though, the Strath gets it, he swings it off over there, and now the umpire plays the swing tackle on this one. So there you go. Can't work that one out within 15 seconds, exactly the same thing happens, and they pay the the sling tackle. So anyhow, Strathalbyn with the ball in the pocket drives this ball up, drives right up they go, over the top it goes, and he turns around and he's crossed the line. The goal umpire doesn't know. Willunga trying to say that it was touched.
Doesn't matter what Willunga said.
It doesn't matter. So yeah, no, umpire's going to have it.
No, he's going to let him have a kick by the look of it.
They can't make their mind up. It's going to be a ball up.
Ball up. Yeah,
yep. Couldn't decide on either. So up it goes. No score at all there. Goes out there. Now it's forced through for a minor score. Strathalbyn gets through onto the scoreboard and ties this game up now on the FBA scoreboard at 6-6 apiece.
Well, this cloud that's coming over looks like it's got plenty of water in it, as Willunga will put the ball back in. In it goes. And it's on that far side of the ground over there. And Strathmarket, this is what's been happening all the time. Looks like there must be more players down each end, free. Here's a chance again. Hand pass goes from over there to Willunga. Player falls on the ground, that's Brownie. He can't get it out and almost gets it back again. And here's a big hand pass down the ground, but it didn't help Willunga very much. But Strathalbyn now get the ball back in. It comes, a player jumps up tries to get mark it early, but the Willunga take the mark now, and the mark goes to Sam Tregenza, and Tregenza just kicks it in short, and it goes back to Strathalbyn, and the Strathalbyn player falls over and allows Mills to take the mark. Who's going to mark it this time? Back it goes, down on the ground it goes. Umpire standing around saying, get it out, and almost, when you have a close look at it, almost had one too high, but anyway, the umpire gets it, throws it up again. Bask had it, got it over to his teammate, and down the ground it goes. There goes the big fella. Here's a chance now for Willunga to get the ball out, get it out loose.
Oh, no.
And it's gone out there
Altus.
to Braden Altus. And Altus kicks it down into that pocket, almost a mark taken down there. The ball comes down loose, and it goes. I think the umpire might have paid a mark or something.
No, it's out of bounds. Boundary
No,
umpire
just paid it
around.
out of bounds.
Yep.
And the boundary umpire will come in and toss it in. So the ball now is down the Willunga end, and here's a chance for Willunga again. Can they get it down there with the left footer, kick it in? Chance out there for Willunga to get rid of it. They can't though, the ball's on the ground, and the umpire says give it to me and I'll toss it up again. So it's inside 50 now for
Willunga's end.
The Willunga's end down there, the ball's on the ground, and I think that might have been Mark Elliott there dived in on the bottom of the pack, but he can't get it out, and they're throwing up again. Up it goes, ball's on the ground, down there by Haskett. Haskett tries to get it out, he can't get it out, and the ball is kept in. See if you can get it out, Trevor.
Certainly will. Still at the centre half forward position here for Willunga. There it, up they go. Haskett gets it, throws it back, slaps it down. The ruckman haven't been good. Turns around, goes in. Underneath Sherry, he drags in and the ball goes up there, and the umpire's going to repeat it here again. This is about the fourth ball up in almost exactly the same spot.
Used to be three.
Hasn't got much
Three and a
spirit
free
on.
kick, wasn't
Yep.
it, once?
Up they go. Haskett goes up, can't get it. It comes out there to Strath. Strath get the ball away. Comes out clubroom side, running into it. It goes over here. Can't pick it all up. Handballs it back. Then it's a quick kick. Goes forward. Out they go. Over the top. Turns around. Picked up there. Gets onto there. Turns around. He's slung to the ground. Goes onto it. Bounces out the back. Mills turns around and go back onto it. Strath in the run. Going out there, and Butler goes into it. He soccers off the ground. Keeps going on. Keeps going through to there to Lachlan Fox. Can't get it out. Goes out there, and Brown gets it out there, and Willunga go out, and they go out to the far side there. They get it out through there in Hoke. Hoke goes off and he finds his player inside. Still in the back flank though. Far side of the rooms here at the moment. Goes out, goes inside, and that's onto the chest of Strathalbyn, goes over. Butler gets it. He drives Strath into attack. Up they go. Mills up and down. Turns around. Simmons gets it, and he's paid him the mark.
There's a player out in front of us in a little bit of trouble there at the moment, Trev.
Darcy Scott, but to show how confident the Strathwell on that one, Ben Simmons, he double jumped on it, and he thought Mills. I thought Mills had it first, and he went to play on, and the whistle went, and he stopped because he said, "Oh, I've got this as a mark." So Simmons now rolling up for Strathalbyn. Comes in, rolls up, drives his boot, makes the umpire work for it. He goes too far, too fast, and it's turned around, and Simmons has not got his boots on. His kicks 1-3 so far. Strathalbyn lead by 1 point. They go to 6-7 to Willunga 6-6.
Yes, well, the ball will be brought back in now by Willunga after that point.
It's almost 10 minutes gone, Kevin, too.
Yeah, it is, and they're going over that far side of the ground. The mark has been taken over there, and it's starting to get very hazy and dark over there as the player there, and I think he's going to pay that, he will. He juggled it a couple of times, and the Willunga players marked it. Down it goes. Strathalbyn had it briefly, then the ball's under the Strathalbyn player. They're trying to get it out over there. No one can get it out. It's 2-1, and it doesn't work either. And the umpire comes along and says, "Give it to me." which he does do, and in they go again. No one probably got that knock. They went up for the ruck, and it was about an even go at it then. No one got any advantage, and the boundary umpire this time will throw it in.
Clark and Hunt, Scott Hunt for
Scott
Willunga.
Hunt, it's a surprise to come back and play again this year. Anyway, it's gone down there from Strathalbyn to kick the ball in, and Willunga again looks like they must have stacked their back lines each side, because at the moment they're just kicking the ball to each other.
There's Scott that was in the hands of the trainers there, Kebby, so
he's come back in and taken the mark. Might have only been a temporary thing down there, that he had a temporary problem that he had, but it's over on the far side now. And again, very scrambly sort of game it's degenerated into, Trev. It's I mean, it was a great game in the first quarter, but after that it's sort of, I think the open game stopped.
certainly is. Goes back on the boundary line over there, and Strath get it up and go forward. Big stretch up there, and that goes around Riley Clamp, and he will line up for a goal. So it's been quite to and fro in here. Neither side's come out to really want to belt the backside off of someone here. So
Well, Clamp's kicked one goal, hasn't he?
yeah, he's kicked one,
Well.
same as Simmons has done. But yeah, so far there's for Strath hasn't been a multiple kicker. So in he comes. He goes off. He's making the umpire work, and guess what? There's another nasty, easy little miss there. So Strathalbyn now go to 6 goals, 8 to Willunga 6-6 on the FPA scoreboard.
As Willunga player there's grabbed hold of the ball, and he's going to kick it in.
Burdett.
Probably Burdett again, and Burdett's kicked it in, kicked it down. Ball comes down. Willunga players, there's plenty of them over there. They just cannot get it out though, and the umpire will come and sort this out and throw the ball up. So up it goes. We got Strathalbyn kicking down towards the Victor Harbour
the
end, and the ball's been kicked out on the full, and Willunga will kick it back in again.
So Willunga with the ball, back pocket. They go out there on the far side. Pushed it all up again, over the back. Went too far under it there in his Hunt, and he turns around and gets up. Now Strathalbyn repel and come back in again. Out they go, in underneath, out the punt. Darcy Scott gets it, holds back to Colwell. He can't get it, he drops it. Tackles come in. Butler comes through, he can't get it. Turns around, goes up. Irvine gets it, throws it all out, quicks up quickly over there and goes off to Warmington for Willunga. Goes up over the back, they can't take marks, breaking away, he tries to get out, can't get out. Strath. Meagle gets it, drives it forward now, it's up the forward lines here for Willunga. Turns around, Haskett gets to it, and Haskett will get up a free kick for being held onto. Quickly gets it, marches in, goes forward, over the back, Sherry. Sherry gets to it, goes all up, drives all up there and bangs it into the goal post. Nobody wants to win this one.
No, they don't.
So Ryan Sherry goes to 3 goals 2 now, and Willunga get back 1 point, and it's only a point in the
And that was
difference.
only from a couple of metres out too. Ball kicked back in. It's been marked down there by Mitchell Godfrey. And Godfrey's kick goes further down there to Sam George. And Strathalbyn now, they're trying to keep that ball off the Willunga players going down there. Well, the player dropped it then, that was Sam George. And if it bounces right here,
Nosky.
Strath are right in with it here, and the mark has been taken.
Simmons.
And Simmons now has got the chance to put Strathalbyn a few points ahead. In fact, they could be 7 points ahead if they get this goal. So Simmons is kicking down to the
He'll be kicking
Victor
only
Harbour
just
end, as
inside
we
50,
said.
isn't he?
Hmm?
He's only just going to be kicking inside 50.
Yep. And that is a long kick in there, and I reckon that might have gone
Missed
through. It hasn't. No, it's a minor score only. So it's 6 goals 9 now to Willunga, 6 goals 7. So Strath 2 points up.
Certainly is. That's been the scoring end, actually, which is surprising me because the wind's sort of semi-going across onto here, but certainly grade up here now. So Burdett with the ball for Willunga. Kicks the ball out, finds out and hits his player on the chest there, and that one goes out there is Miles Warmington. Warmington handballs off to the running player out wide. Can't find him with a poor one. Sam Tregenza sees the ball go over the boundary line. So a boundary throw in right on the forward flank for Strathalbyn. Umpire asks the lady to get out the car, and she does, very obligingly. Well done. So, they're set now. Up they go. Ruckman set themselves, up they go. Push goes out by Hunt, turns around, goes underneath. Meagle gets it, he can't get up, he gets wrapped up. It'll be over the central umpire now to throw the ball up. Nick, the umpire, gets the ball, puts it up, goes up. Scott gets it out there. Oh, bucks back into it though. Well done. Turns around, quickly goes off there. And that one there was Nelson. Craig Nelson goes up. Defending mark there to Strathalbyn though. And that goes out there to Tom Redden. Tom Redden with the ball. In the back flank. Willunga's end though. Turns around. He gets told to go on. He just up and unders towards the wing. Up they go. Come back onto there, can't get onto it, and he turns around. Meagle can't get to it and rushes it over the boundary line for a throw in on the wing position over by the netball court side. Well, it's sort of nothing in onto here, and
it's nothing much.
The time's ticking away. So
boundary umpire tosses it in this time. In it goes, knocked down there by the big fella from Willunga in Hunt, but the ball's just going nowhere now. It's heading back maybe towards Strathalbyn got a chance with it here, and it looked like that player there was Adam Noski, and the ball has gone to the central umpire who throws it up. Up it goes, and the ball now is just standing around. It's a static game, sort of.
Yeah,
there's not much going on at all. Anyway, the umpire throws it up again. Can you get this one out by itself? They should be able to. It's gone down there through Cameron Hutchins, and Hutchins gets it further down the ground, and he's found Strathalbyn down there. And Tom Redden, I reckon that might have been.
Yep. And
Redden's got hold of it.
He's in no rush to move
no,
either.
Of course he's not. He's happy to stay
have 2
there.
points.
The 2 points there. They've got to go a long time with that 2 points, don't they? If they're going to get up and win it, I think they'll need a bit more than that before the day's finished. But the central umpire, all he's done is throw the ball up, and the ball has gone from one team to the other, just up and down like a yo-yo. Anyway, across the ground it goes. This one could get out in the open. Oh, that was almost a good mark down there by the Willunga player. He put his head down and got grabbed around the shoulder. And that's
you feel sorry when they duck into that coach.
Craig Nelson, he plays on quickly, gets it across to his teammate in Pasillo, and he kicks it right down to the forward line. It's in the forward pocket now, down in front of the scoreboard here at the Strathalbyn Oval. And the ball now is pushed across the boundary line and out of bounds. And this is just one of the days that you've got to put up with.
I'm waiting for the Keystone Cops to come out, actually, to tell you on the street. Ball goes up in the pocket. Up they go. Up and down comes big Jake Stanfield. Can't get to it. Strath pick it up. They sling it over the top. Turns around, comes out. He gets shoved in the back. Turns around, comes out, picks around goods, but that's a mile off a ways. Redden comes out, can't get over to it. Handballs back to his player. He turns around, kicks back into there. Redden gets it, turns around, goes up.
Be a free.
And a free kick for too high in the back of Redden, and Redden for Strathalbyn gets it on the back flank. So he turns around, goes. Now drives this ball up and under onto the wing. Up they go. Turns around, big one up, out the back it goes. Burdette goes to himself, then he goes again. Then he turns around, picks it all up. Turns around, gets up onto it, goes over. Now Strath making open. Smothered beautifully onto there. And that one getting up there, I reckon, was Billy Cook.
That was a great smother, wasn't it?
Yeah, they'd broken out through there too. That was Lachlan Fox trying to get away.
That's what happened. We're just about to get it out in the open and someone smothers it.
Up she goes now, boundary throw in, goes out, up and down, comes around, turns around. Victor, they were going up there and they can't go at the Victor end. There is the Strath end, and they turn around. The umpire calls it back up. Still on that forward flank, clubber inside though this time. So he turns around, he sets himself. Up goes the ball from Nick, up it goes down. Willunga gets the ball, tries to break out. Now he does, gets around quickly in Hutchins. Hutchins goes out, finds his player out there in Hoke. Hoke gets the ball, handballs over the top. Humming from the side as a player, goes back in. Deadwood, good night, nurse. You cannot step back into play. And he's paid the penalty for that one. So Strath up with the ball now, comes over to Reed Mahans. He turns around, goes out. Sorry, that was Xavier Redden, puts it all out there. And that's a good grab over the top out there to the Strathalbyn on their forward flank. Far side though, spins around. That's Clamp. Goes up, Clamp goes. People are calling for it, puts it through for a minor score. And nobody wants to kick a goal in this quarter. Strathalbyn now go to 6 goals 10 to Willunga 6-7. It's a 3-point game, the FPAG scoreboard.
Yes, it's just point by point at the moment.
21 minutes gone, I reckon,
I
Kevin.
think there was Burdett that got it back in again. He found a teammate at last down there, and player to go back is Cook. Go back and take his kick. Cook now puts the ball on the boot. Down the ground it goes, and Strathalbyn were in front then at the back of the pack. Here's a chance now for Hutchins, I reckon it is.
Oh, he missed
Hutchins
all
kicks
of
it down to the forward line. Plenty of Strathalbyn players around there.
He dropped the ball.
And he got grabbed, dropped the ball down there, and Strathalbyn now, will they pick it up? They will, and here's a chance now for Willunga to kick a goal. No one's kicked a goal this quarter.
No.
Kicked a few points between them. I mean, fancy kicking all those goals. Well, Strathalbyn haven't kicked a goal since the first quarter. Yeah. Up it goes now into the forward line down there, and I think you'll find there'll be a free kick paid down there to Strath.
Redden, I reckon.
Redden's got it, kicks it down the ground. It's gone out there to Marhaines. Marhaines kicks it further down the ground, and coming in then, the players did slide into the pack and they tried to get it out. Oh, the player there tried to get it out, and that was Colwell. And Colwell's not going anywhere with it, and the umpire comes and says, I'll have it once again. In he goes, tosses it up this time. Out it comes. Willunga gets it down to the almost a great
juggle,
mark down there, but it wasn't good enough, and that was Xavier Redden that almost got it 3 times.
Yep, yeah, just didn't have the control, did he?
So they throw it up again. Down it goes down there, and it was knocked straight down, and this will probably, if it bounces, will go
good body work by Colwell.
And Colwell's done it this time. Finds his teammate over there in Hutchins, and Hutchins is saying come a bit closer, and if he does come much closer you'll have to play on, and up it goes, just over the 50 it goes, punched away down there. The player at the back is down there is Hoke. Hoke kicks it in, and there's 2-1 down there. That should be good enough to hold the ball off of Willunga.
Free kick.
And the player with the ball now gets it for Strath, gets it across, and it goes over there to Hodson, I think it is. It's got hold of it, and Hodson puts the ball on the boot. And coming in now, Willunga take the mark, and there won't be much time on in this quarter, Trev.
Danny Irvine. Yeah, no, they shouldn't be. There's been no goals, has there? So
there'll be nothing.
So Irvine with it for Willunga at the back flank, goes out to the wing, far side. Up they go, over the top, out the back. He turns around, touches the ball, says throw in on the wing position here at the Strathalbyn Oval. So boundary umpire in charge here now. We've got ourselves 24 minutes gone, so up she goes. Ruckman go up. Haskett gets it all out, comes over there, comes back to Haskett. Haskett drives it around. Here we go. Up they come into there. Bass can't get it. Comes out to Sherry. Sherry gets him. Handball comes out. Gets away with it. Strathalbyn have got the players here loose to come up. They come out there and they're coming around here to Austin McFarlane, who takes it on his chest. Back flank though, comes back inside, too high, but he finds his player called out. Brown on the mark, comes over now, drives out clubroom side. Off they go, and chipping in beautifully there was Cooper Marchant. Cooper Marchant with the ball for Strathalbyn. It's on the wing, clubroom side, looking around, puts it all up. Drives this ball up over the back. Mills goes up, thumped out there by Willunga. Burdett will see this over, no problems at all. Goes over on the back flank, and she'll be a throw in by the boundary umpire. Well, as I said, there's been no action here. It's all been points. Nobody wants to really win or lose this one.
See
So
what there
goes the siren. So it turned around. It worked out exactly as we thought it would be. So at this moment, we have Strathalbyn on the FPAG scoreboard, 6 goals 10, and leading Willunga 6 goals 7. So it's only a 3-point game. 3-point game here, and turn around. Quickly, goal scorers at the moment are Ryan Sherry with 3, Jake Stanfield with 2, and Daniel Bass with 1 for Willunga. For Strathalbyn, they're all singles, and they're all in the first quarter. I got Simmons, Hodgson, Clamp, Fox, Machin and Godfrey, but I know there was one wrong there. I got through Perry. So
yeah, well, I think it might have been O'Grady we mentioned.
Yeah, no, we worked out it was number 10. Jacob
10,
White got
was
it, but we didn't know who we gave it to. So,
okay.
So that is what we'll hang out there. We'll give
think
you
we gave
the
it to
wrap
O'Grady.
around of the half-time scores quickly. Victor Harbour 8-5, Goolwa Port Elliot 4-2, Langhorne Creek 6-6, Encounter Bay 3-2, Maiponga Selix 3-2, Mount Compass 2-4, McLaren 12-5, Yankalilla 1 goal. So this is 90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialist in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Crowd gradually going off. We're into the last quarter here, and I don't think either side out here. Prediction here, Kevin. I reckon a red and white team will win here.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
I reckon we've got odds on there. I reckon if you're watching or listening, back the red and white.
If you can.
Yep, that'll be the way to go.
Be very low odds.
I don't think either of these sides know who they want.
No,
so
and they don't want to win it themselves, do they?
No. So it goes on. So the umpires are set here, so we get to go. The last quarter here is getting underway here. 4:20 goes and up she goes. They go in the middle, comes out there. Tap out went out quickly there by Ryan Clark for Strathalbyn, but comes up and down straight in the middle again, and she's a repeat ball in outside the centre circle though.
Well, Strath has not kicked a goal since the first quarter.
Yeah, it's not a good way to win a game at the end of the day, is it? So, and they come out, they break. Willunga now break out. They go out there through Hoke. Hoke gets out, goes forward, and he finds his player out in the forward flank there, and that's a big Brady Haskett.
This could be interesting. They could kick a heap of goals in the last quarter today.
Well, if Haskett kicks one here now, he's done what Strath couldn't do the last quarter. So he's going to be kicking virtually. He will be on the 50, so he's got to get a fair purchase on it, and he needs to hang it to this right side of the goalpost. He runs out that way, drives it up, hangs it out. Guess what? That's back. That's over. And he's done what nobody else could do. Finally.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Flurio, we're in your field.
Ball now, he's got a set play on the way again, and this could start a landslide of goals here at the moment. And there goes across the ground there. That was Danny Jackers. He's kicked it over that far side of the ground. Willunga picked it up, got the hand pass away out there. And Brownie's got it. Scott Brown's got it. Down to the half-forward line it goes. Plenty of Strathalbyn players around there, and they take the mark. And the Strathalbyn player with the mark this time was Cooper Machin. He's in no hurry at all. He just decides to put the ball up in the air, and the mark has been taken this time by Sam George, I reckon.
Yep.
Sam George has got it. George now, he kicks it down the ground, and Strathalbyn now try to kick it out the pack. They can't, and it just rolls over the boundary line, and a boundary umpire will come in and throw it in. He can reach over the fence and get the ball.
This comes down to now who really wants to win this game, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
have Strath got the legs, or have they been like Norm and just can't run out?
I think both these sides would certainly want to win this one anyway. In it goes, ball's on the ground, kick out the pack. Strathalbyn got a chance to get it out there, and the boundary umpire will come in and take the ball off them and throw it in again. It's be interesting to see what happens if there's a couple of goals scored in a minute and they get a couple each. Anyway, the boundary umpire throws it in. In it goes. Take it out of the pack down there by the big fella from Willunga. He's got hold of it. Strathalbyn have got it now. Strathalbyn, can they get it back? They will here. No, they don't. Off the goes. Here's a chance now for Strath to grab it. They do grab it. They're laying on the ground with it. And the umpire says, well, I can't do much with this, so I'll throw it in. In it goes. Tosses the ball up high. Up it goes down there. And the ball's on the ground once again. And
Yeah, I'll take it, Kevy, save you busting your neck.
You
But yeah,
can't see it.
forward flank here for Strathalbyn. Up it goes. Willunga bouncing it around. Burdett can't get it. Trying to break through Strath. Out they come. Willunga gets it. He slips over. Must be a bit of... when there's spit out there, they're certainly sliding around. It's a turn around. The players get wrapped out. So that's Butler on the bottom. And they turn around. It's another ball up. Still on the... between the centre half forward and forward pocket for Strathalbyn, though. So they need to make inroads here while they got it. Up they go. Mills goes up, gets it out the back, comes off the round.
Oh.
Socket off the ground, not a very good move. It's off the ground, so that'll be a free kick here to Strathalbyn on the forward pack and goes over here to Mark Elliott. Mark Elliott puts his foot on, cool play on, so he turns around, goes up, he drives this up to full forward. Out they go, up and down. Simmons comes out. No problems at all with that. You cannot let him have a run at it and then take 2 grabs anyway. Should have been a big fist come from one of the back players over there, and don't worry about it. So here they go. Ben Simmons
Well,
has kicked
Kenny
1
put it
goal
through.
for. Well, unless he slips on his backside here, Kevy, he shouldn't have any problems. He's
Well,
only
he-
10 metres
he
out.
shouldn't. There's a bit of black soil down
Comes
there.
out there, drives up, puts this ball up. He goes out. He gets a final score.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Last quarter. Anyway, up it goes again. Big Scott Hunt's in the ruck for Willunga. Ball's knocked down. Down it goes to Willunga down there to Danny Juckers. He's got the ball down into the forward line. And can they get it out? They can get it out, and I think that's only another point. It is. 1 more point to Willunga, and they go to 7 goals 8, which is 49 points to 52 by Strathalbyn.
Yep, 2-point game now. Strath with the ball at full back. He's looking to come clubroom side, and he does. Off he steps, comes around, drives this ball up, hangs it out to the back flank now. Sherry goes out, can't get into it. Soccer's off the ground there, comes out and Burdett marks it for Willunga on the wing. Clubroom side, he'll look for somebody. No, he just sits it up into there, over the back space, nobody. All Strathalbyn in there. And out they go. Quickly out they go, out through Xavier Redden. He goes out, gets a free kick against Brown. And it goes over to his partner in crime in Austin McFarlane. McFarlane with the ball. They're still in the back flank though. Umpire says play on. Out they go. Drives this ball up onto the wing. Over the back it goes and comes off hands. Oh, whew, that's ticky-tacky, but they've given it to Simmons for Strathalbyn. So he's up on the, well, he's nearly on the back flank, so that's how far he's come out of full forward.
He does that every now and then, but that doesn't leave anyone up forward, does it?
That's the problem, isn't it? Like I said, you go. It's great, all teams do it, but you've got to get back quick if you're the focal point, especially when you only kick one goal in half a game, so it's 3/4 of a game. So up and down they go, comes up, oh, yep, he tailed the mark, but either way it was going to be a smack across the face. So he gets up in there, and Darcy Scott's played a genuine good game for Willunga again.
Well,
on
he's
the
been
back
pretty
flank.
steady, hasn't he, on that?
Yeah, every week. He's probably one of their most consistent players. In he goes, kicks this up and forward. And guess that's how lackadaisy. He's gone straight over the back to the opposition in Austin McFarlane. Austin McFarlane goes off. He goes in, finds his player quickly there in Jacob Wright. Jacob Wright goes forward. Out wide he goes. Turns around, smacks him. Oh, that's high. Smacked him in the face then, that ball in Richard
That would
O'Grady.
hurt, wouldn't it?
And Brown for Willunga in the back pocket with the ball. He drives off, goes down that wing. Up they go. Over the back it goes out there. Picked up, Strath gets it. Handball's out. Goes over. He backpedals. Look forward. Can't get onto it. Picks it up. Handball's out. Comes over quickly again to Jacob Wright. Wright goes into full forward. Up they go. Out they come around onto it. Goes in. Colwell goes down for it. Can't get it out. He wraps it up. And the umpire comes in on the forward flank for Strathalbyn and for a
You
ball
can't
up.
believe these are the two teams that played the first quarter.
Oh, Makes you wonder what the finals are going to be like. Up they go, they turn around, come back down. Brown gets it. His kick smothered. Goes out, quick up Pickley around there in Machen. Machen goes up, thump from behind, which is what Willunga need to do, especially when Simmons is up there. And she goes over the boundary line, right by the scoreboard here for a ball in. Umpire sets himself, turns around and gets to go up now. And towards the 10 minutes, this quarter goes up, thumped out by Strath, goes over to Brown. Brown gets it, he kicks it up and down. That could be close to going out in the full. Touched her on the full. Turn around.
No, the boundary umpire said touched.
Yeah, he turned around, it's thrown back to him, and she's on that back flank. Still for Strathalbyn's end, though, which is what they need to do, but they need to make sure they get another score up. Up they go, push down there. Can't get it out. Over there to Butler. Butler for Strath. Puts it forward. Out they go. Comes running out on it. Strath handballs it off. Bit too close. Comes over quick. The handball goes over. Comes around quickly. Goes off in there. He turns around. Misses.
O'Grady.
That was O'Grady. He misses. There's a minus score. Gets it back to the 3 points once again. So the FPAG scoreboard 7-11 Strath to Willunga 7-7.
The way things are going, it probably won't be a draw because the points are too far apart. Anyway, from the kick in now, it's gone in. Oh, yes, it's marked by Strathalbyn down there.
Butler.
And that is Butler.
Butler plays on quickly, goes off out to here, goes on, not good, turns
Or
around,
is it?
gets up, he couldn't get that one out onto it, so goes over. Quickly, handball comes up, steps back in, 14,
Another
he has
point.
a shot. He's going out in the full, the umpire says.
I don't think he knows, does he?
I don't think they know. He's signalling a point, so
Looked like it was going to be a point.
yeah.
Anyway.
So it goes up to 5 points difference now, isn't it?
Oh, Willunga now, bring it in, going over the clubroom side with it. There's a kick. Up they go. A couple of hands in the back then. We can see that from here. And the free kick goes out here to Strathalbyn, to Ryan Clark. Clark gets it, kicks it across, got across there to McFarlane. McFarlane will kick the ball right into the forward line. He has, and there is a
Simmons.
The last couple of times Simmons has gone for a mark like that. He's pushed the player at the back, but this time he left that alone. And Simmons now can have a shot on goal. 5 points the difference at the moment. Strath in front. And Simmons now, big Ben Simmons about to come in and have a shot. He has this shot there, and has it gone through? No, it's only gone through for another point. So when they get the score back up over there, I think it'll be 7-12, would it?
13, I think, isn't it? Didn't they get the 12 up?
7-13, yeah. Well, it should have been 12. So that's 55, is it?
Yeah,
To
it's
49.
a goal the difference,
difference.
Kevy. So we're coming up for the draw. Comes over quickly, Willunga now. Goes out through Hoke. Hoke goes up forward. Up they go. Sherry uses the fist push out there. The umpire's picked it. He turns around and be a relieving mark there to Strathalbyn. Back flank. Turns around, comes clubroom side, puts it all out. Out comes over. He finds his player quickly there. And that one there is Jacob Wright. Right with the ball, clubroom side, still on the back flank, drives it up now to the wing. Up they go. Everybody up. Thumped there by Willunga in Darcy Scott. And she's over the boundary line, just forward, slight advantage here to Strathalbyn on the wing clubroom side. Up she goes here now. The boundary umpire's got himself set. Up he goes, puts it all up. Bass goes down, can't get to it. Gets pushed out of it, and he turns around and he gives the free away, and it goes to Ryan Clark.
Just as well we haven't got that descent.
Yes.
All in.
Turns around, goes to Butler. Butler goes into forward lines. There's Simmons. Once again, grabs it to her, too strong. You can't play him body on body. Even though Mills has got a bit of height on him, you've got to come in and thump that ball. Don't even attempt to mark it if he's in the area. He's got a
He's got a good grip on it,
Oh,
hasn't
he's
he?
got a great grip.
Yeah.
Like I said, and he's he's a solid bloke, and the only way out of them is to play off of him. But you even if you're in front, you've got to thump the ball.
Wonder if he's the son of Big Simo.
And he comes, drives this one. He's hung that one badly, but as we say in the game of football, Kevy, that's a handy point because it makes it 1 goal, won the
It is
difference.
another handy point. Isn't it? 7 goals, 14 now to Strathalbyn to 7-7 by Willunga. So
Willunga have to score twice to draw or get in front, don't they?
one goal will fix this by Willunga, won't it? There's 6 points. Anyway, the ball's kicked now almost right down to the centre. There's a bit of a push out too down there. Strathalbyn have got it now.
They're controlling it now,
Kick
aren't
it
they?
across, go across there to Butler. And Butler's got the ball, and there's almost a mark taken by
Well done by
Brownie down
Brown.
there, but the play on calls the umpire.
Nelson.
And going out there, the mark has been taken by, is it Nelson out there?
It took the ball in, but yeah, Stratha got it now.
Stratha got it, kick it in, and it's gone out there to McFarlane. McFarlane's kicks it further down, and it's marked out there by Mark Elliott, and Elliott kicks it right down into the forward line. Almost a good mark being taken down there by Willunga. They couldn't complete it though. Here's a chance for Strathalbyn. They only got to put that through the goals, and he put it on the outside of his foot. He has.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Points, as you said,
Yep.
It was a handy point a while ago.
The way the game's been going, and we've been going 15 minutes. So back in the centre, up she goes. Ruckman goes up, can't get it. Out they come there by Willunga. Now they break open. Goes out, drives this ball. He's chipping for it out there. Body on body, up they go. Sherry goes round the back, picks it all up, kicks it all over, goes over, straight onto the chest of Strathalbyn, who filled that gap there. Great, defensive work, and he takes it out on the far side.
He had to be there,
Out they
didn't
go,
he?
yes. And turns around, gets it. Brown goes down onto it. Can't pick it up. He handballs that, so that's got to be a free kick. Free kick to Willunga. Ooh, he handballed that, and it went out untouched.
Oh, well.
So
anyway.
obviously didn't reckon he got a fist on it for the handball. But
Found the
yeah,
umpire
look
tosses
good
it
from
in
here.
anyway. That sorted that out quickly.
Yep, so he goes up and down, turns around. Strath picked it all up. He headbutts into Brown. Brown hangs on to him. He turns around making no attempt. The umpire comes in. He paid that one head high in early in the quarter, but turns around, but he says, nah, we'll let it go. So up they go. Goes out, Haskett tries to get it, but comes out. Strath get it, go forward there. And there it is, Darcy Scott once again in the back lines. Turns around, goes off, finds his player in the centre there. Could be Hutchins.
He'd
goes
almost
on.
be worth 3 votes,
Turns
wouldn't
around,
it?
goes
for
over.
Scott.
Yep, over the back. Sherry can't get to it. Strathalbyn trying to get it. Meagle gets it, kicks it off the ground, goes off there. That looks good. Oh, the umpire's shaking his hand. He says mine, so he says it, and there it goes. Strathalbyn get one.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
They had chances but didn't really nail it, and of course Willunga
tosses
hung
the
on.
ball up there. Strathalbyn jump up high, the ball's come out, it's hit a boot, gone back in again, and there's Brad Haskett trying to get it down the ground.
High contact.
And
Yeah, just under the chin.
it will go to Braden Alders. So Alders has got it in the centre of the ground
He
now.
hasn't kicked a goal yet either, so.
Yeah, right in the centre of the ground he's got, and they're trying to get this out, and Strathalbyn have got it again, and they kick it in. Now, was that a mark or wasn't it? The umpire has said, play on, come off the ground,
Right in the spot, wasn't he?
and he found out the hard way then, didn't he? Down he went.
But Willunga are trying to pick out Sherry, who's the smallest bloke out in the forward line.
Yeah, don't know why, but anyway, here's
Colwell.
a chance again. There's got it out. It's gone out here to Burdett. Burdett puts it on the right boot and kicks it in. The ball's been marked down there by Xavier Redden. So Redden's got it on the half back line for Strath. Anyway, he's kicked it in, and the ball has been marked there by Ryan Clark for Strath. And Clark's got it. Oh, this is going close to the boundary line. They grab hold of each other. Plays allowed to go on. Here's a chance for Strathalbyn to get another goal. And the ball has been marked about 20 metres straight out in front of goal.
O'Grady, isn't it?
And
Yeah.
O'Grady's got it this time.
He's only kicked a point so far, Kevy, so...
I think when we came here a couple of times ago, O'Grady broke his leg.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I know he had an injury, I think, which lasted most of the season. But anyway, we'll see how he goes now. His leg's obviously fixed. That was a couple of years ago. And in he goes now. This is a very important kick. If he kicks this one, it's just about solved it, you would think. And that is what's happened, because that's gone straight.
Willunga are going to do it hard here. We've got ourselves 20 minutes gone. Up they go. Haskett gets it up, gets it back. He gets the ball again, gets the ball out to Irwin. Irwin gets that up onto there, and Irvine gets it up onto there, and he gets up there. He gets wrapped up, and the umpire, Nick, will come in for another
I reckon
ball.
Strathalbyn's just about done enough.
Yeah, it's going to be hard now to make them all up. Turns around, up it goes. Turns around, picked up there. Aldous gets it. Hand goes over to Brown. Brown goes forward. Up they go. Out comes Jake Stanfield. Jake Stanfield turns quickly. He goes.
Kicked
Gets
in the
told to
man.
play on. It's a bloke coming in from the side. He played on with a big arc too much, and the umpire called it. Over the back it goes. Burdett gets it. He drives it. Comes out wide. He'll spot his player out here. Goes around there, and he picks him up there in Pasillo. Oliver Pasillo. He turns round for Willunga. Gets the ball, goes forward, up they go. Hunt can't get to it. He hasn't kicked one today. He runs out, runs into there, wraps him all up, and the umpire have the ball up on the forward flank for Willunga. Well, they need to get on with it. We've had, 5 goals so far this quarter, so up they go. Haskett gets it, comes back down. Willunga try to get in under it. Stacks on the mills here. Stratha happy with this. Willunga aren't, and there'll be another.
Yeah, Strath will be happy to see it there for the rest of the quarter.
Stratha will like this being 2-1 up. Willunga have got to get on their bike. Up they go. Hepdahl out, just a bit too far there from Haskett. Goes up, quickly there. Goes out, handball, Strath, got the numbers back there, goes up, he goes forward, can't pick up, turns around, goes off, could have been Mills getting through in onto it, goes up, Hoke gets it, he can't get his handball out, turns around, hits the ground out here, soccers all off they go, Hoke gets back into it, doesn't want to put his head into it, goes back out, on they go, turns around, Strath go in onto it. There's too many stacks on, the umpire's going to have to come in once again, and this is playing into Strath's hand, this is. Haskett lines himself up, turns around, goes up. Hunt goes up, this time goes over. Turns around, gets up, wrapped up into it. Ball goes back into that pack. Out it comes, goes over and marked there by Mark Elliott. Mark Elliott plays on quickly, goes out wide. Over the back goes out there. Goes O'Grady. O'Grady gets the ball, looks inside, picks it all up. He's got the running player there in Sam George. Sam George decides to hold it up and waste times here.
Well, he might as well. He can waste as long as he likes.
Well, that's what I mean. It's not much sense trying to get on with it. He has kicked one. Yeah, mate. They can't add up here, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fix that up now.
So goes on into it, turns around. The kick comes up from George, goes over, kept back in, goes over here. Strathalbyn, get it, kicked over, that's it, that's the coup de grace. Umpire says that's gone, wait till he gets...
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
four scoring shots, and Willunga can't kick two.
Anyway, the umpire throws the ball up again, and Strathalbyn will get the ball out of centre. Down it goes, over the 50-metre line. This could be another one here. As O'Grady goes into an open goal, and the Willunga player marked it right on the line. Kicks it down. Down it goes. Off hands it goes, and Willunga now will take the crumbs and kick it further down the ground. They're going to play it right in the centre. He had it, and that was a big Scott Hunt, and made a bit of a mess of that. And he could have turned all of that into a goal. As Strathalbyn now will get the run down of a handball if they want to.
Up the flank.
Brownie goes out to see the player running down. Brownie picks it up. Gets it over the top, it goes, and this will take up some time. Play on, says the umpire out there, as they're all falling over. And the umpire will come in and throw it up. Well, they couldn't possibly kick 3 goals from here.
No, they're not going to win this one. Strathalbyn have done what they need to do, keep their chances alive.
Well, they've kept them alive, haven't they?
Yep.
You would think.
So out it goes, out the back it goes. Strath now still go back in Mark Tucker. Goes forward, turned around, picked up there by Willunga. He throws it in the air. He turns around. The umpire's seen it. It slipped as he went to do something, and the umpire said, sorry, thrown it up in the air, and that's a free kick. So Strathalbyn now.
Well, if he goes back any further, the siren will have to sound because they won't find him.
Can't quite pick up who it is on the back there, so I think it's O'Grady
again.
Yep, I reckon it is. He kicked the last goal. Simmons did, so he kicked the one before that. So this will be nightmares and daggers in the back here. I think Willunga will run off if he kicks this one. I don't think they'll want to see time out again. In he comes, drives this ball up. It goes, the umpire's looking up, goes up, hit the post, that one. Makes his mind up. Minor score only. So the FBA scoreboard, Willunga 8-7 to Willunga 10-15.
Willunga bring the ball back in again. There's a couple of them waiting under it out here. Neither of them could mark it. The ball's on the ground though, and the umpire will come in and toss it up. So we've been going a fair while now. It was 4:18.
30 minutes.
We went over, so it's 4:43. That's 25 minutes it's been going. As the umpire throws it up. Here's a chance now for Strathalbyn. They're down to the ground they go. Grady's got it, kicks it up, and will they keep it in? They do keep it in. Player kicks it over his head and kicks it out on the full. he had all the scores he could have got then, but he managed to miss the ball.
There she goes to time. So there it is, Kev. Full time here at the Strathalbyn Oval. We have the home side, Strathalbyn, running out winners 10 goals 15 to Willunga 8 goals 7.
Well, that's 25 shots to 15. I mean, you deserve to win if you have that many more shots, don't you? But
well, not really, because if you have that many and they, you missed, like in that third quarter, they kicked something like 6 points without a goal, and same the second quarter, and they've kicked all the points without getting a goal. So, yeah, so that goes out onto there. So we'll run through the scores. For the victorious side, Strathalbyn, Ben Simmons, we put him down with 4. 1 to Joel Hodgson, 1 to Riley Clamp, 1 we reckon Jacob Wright, Cooper Marchin, Mitchell Godfrey and Richard O'Grady. For Willunga, sadly missed something up forward up there. So for them, they finished up with Ryan Sherry with 3, Jake Stanfield with 2, and singles to Daniel Bass, Brad Haskett and Brett Meagle.
And so, after all the...
10 goals 15 to Strath and 8 goals 7 to Willunga. You're doing as good as Kevy. Yep, that's what's on the scoreboard now.
48-55, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Well, I'm at the score.
Did
but-
Yank get another score in the last quarter? Oh, I reckon McLaren might. Oh, so they've done 2 halves. So we don't have the Pongacella's Mount Compass one. So for our listeners on YouTube, we... Oh, so there we go. Thank you for that, Ian.
Must
So,
have rained a bit there.
yeah, it could be up there, so it rained at Victor. So the final wrap up here for the Great Southern Football in round 11 is Victor Harbour, 14 goals 10, Goolwa Port Edit 9-7, Langhorne Creek 15-13, Encounter Bay 7-7, Maiponga Selix 7-11, Mount Compass 3-6, McLaren 19-15, Yankalilla 1 goal 1, and Strathalbyn here 10-15 to Willunga 8-7. So the winners today were Victor Harbour, Langhorns Creek, Maiponga Selix, McLaren and Strathalbyn. So that's the wrap up that goes out of to here, and a couple of teams there, Kevy, that are happy with it. Strath would be pleased with it. And,
Strath would be very pleased.
Langhorns
with it.
Creek would be the other one.
Yeah, they would, wouldn't they? This is throwing it all wide open again, isn't
Certainly has. It looks like Mount Compass has sort of dropped right out of the
Yeah, Mount
wayside.
Compass is at it now.
So it's gone now. But the hurtful
Victor's
ones
back in.
Victor are back in, and the Bays are starting to hang down in that danger position. So they will want to be careful. And so that's tightened up a few out of there. So it
Well, it
next
looks
week.
like we've got to go to Victor. Is it Victor in Encounter Bay?
Encounter Bay, yeah.
Next week?
Yeah, I looked through earlier and I thought no matter what happened, that's probably going to be the one. Local, grudge match onto there, so it's probably a good one to go to. That
Well, the
one.
game's
So-
at Victor, and Victor look like they're on a roll, and
Yeah.
Encounter Bay have fallen off the roll.
Yep. So it's probably the one that we'll do. I'd say that will be a certainty. So next week we will be at the Victor Harbour Oval. We'll see the local derby down there to go on to it. So that's wraps it up. So it's made an interesting rate here of football at the moment. So 90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.